Imagine this. You are charged with developing courses that you're going to be delivering on mobile devices. Let's say handhelds or iPhones or iPods, and you have found ebooks, classics of literature, and the ebooks are free. So you're thinking, great, I'll just have these ebooks on my iPhone and I'll have my students read the books and we'll have a mobile learning class. Now, you can try that, and you'll also find that your students really won't read the things and they probably won't retain much at all. So the question is, what went wrong? The main thing that went wrong was instructional design and not understanding how the mind makes meaning when you're using mobile devices. So let's back up a second and take a look at how people use mobile devices. How do you use your Blackberry or your Palm Pilot or your Trio? Think about it. You use it for instant messaging, you use it for taking little videos, you use it for recording audio, for playing video, for listening to things, for for text messaging, and for reading text. But you don't use it in the same way that you'd use a laptop, whereas, if, for example, in the case of games or immersion, and you don't use it in e-learning the way that you'd use a laptop or a desktop where you go into this complicated program that you have to go through and enter in all these codes and portals. What you are usually doing is you're interacting with your environment. So you're taking the information you're getting, you're processing it, and then you're interacting. So let's think about ebooks again, and let's think about iPhones, and how, if you're going to use that free resource, how you're going to be able to need to do that. For example, if you use the ebook for Othello, for example, the best way to do it is to have little cues in there that do not replicate the text, but enhance it. So you might be listening to the book while images stream through and pop through. Then at the same time you're being asked to type in responses. So you keep the learner active. You may be asked to email to a text bulletin board or text message other people in the class. But the key is to think about the capabilities of your mobile device and the content, and bring it together in the real world, so that you're thinking of interacting not just with the content, not with just the other people in the class, but with the environment itself. Take pictures, text message, listen, record, while you consider this thing about, say, Othello and jealousy and obsession, or, for example, death of a salesman and the death of the American dream. Just think of ways to engage your students and make sure that things are in small chunks, they are engaging, they're interactive, and finally, they're fun. So I hope that's helpful, thinking about cognitive architectures, different principles, and mobile learning.